Charity stores are being inundated with donations right now, with Australia's decluttering craze, which you spoke about yesterday, apparently behind a huge spike in unwanted goods being handed over or just dumped.
It's more than Charities can actually handle, with nearly 60,000 tonnes being sent to landfill, which is, of course, not the aim of recycling. So today, a new scheme is being launched to deal with the incredible volume of goods.
If it ain't fit for a mate, then don't donate.
It's a message that's repeated time and time again.
If you wouldn't give your pre-loved clothes, toys, furniture to a friend, then don't leave it at a charity bin. Instead
of accepting people's unwanted furniture and clothes, the donations are actually costing charities a whopping $13 million a year to get rid of the items they can't sell. Nearly 60,000 tonnes of it sent to landfill.
This summer, stores are reporting an even bigger influx of donations off the back of a decluttering craze sweeping Australia.
Hello, I'm Maria Kondo. 私のミッションは片付けによって世界をときめかせていくことです。
Vinny says it's seen a 35% increase in clothing since the Netflix show Tidying Up began.
Choose items that spark joy for you.
Spark joy. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
We're on board. We want to change. I just want it to be strong enough to change me.
Now a group representing the charities have come up with a plan to stop the dumping and help solve the problem. Well, I bet you didn't know there was a National Association of Charitable Recycling Organisations, and Omer Soker is the Chief Executive. He joins us this morning. Omer, we'll come to you in just a moment, but first to the St Vincent sorting store at Greystanes in Sydney, and that's where we find Vinny's New South Wales CEO Jack de Groot and also shop manager Leng Pang. Good morning to all of you. Jack,
morning.
Firstly to you, tell us about the impact of this decluttering craze. You covered this on Weekend Sunrise yesterday. What are you seeing more of coming into Vinny's?
Well, we're seeing a huge increase in the clothing that's been donated to us. Usually we've seen about 30,000 kilos of clothing donated to us on a weekly basis. We're seeing 50,000 kilos. So that 35% increase at this time of the year compared to previous years is something that's been a fantastic development for us, as long as it's good quality donations.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
If it's quality you'd give it to us.
You've got to be getting the right stuff. So let's make it really simple for everybody. Jack, what do you need at this time of the year and what don't you want at this time of the year?
Well, what we do need is good quality clothing, good quality bric-a-brac, good quality furnishing. What we don't need is stuff that you wouldn't give to a family member, you wouldn't give to a friend. So if you would give it to someone close to you who you love and respect, give it to us. And if it's something that's given you joy, then give it to someone else who we can give a bit of joy to with the donation. What we don't need is stuff that you'd actually throw out in the rubbish. Charities are not dumping organisations. We have to spend funds, unfortunately, on landfill dumping when we've got rubbish given to us.
Sure, good
advice.
So
make sure it's quality, make sure you check with the charity if you've got something you're not too sure, like electrical goods or some furnishings. But otherwise, if it's quality, give to us and we can gratefully put it to use.
Leng, we can see some of the goods donated behind you. Are people telling you that they've been inspired to declutter because of Marie Kondo's book and also the TV show?
Definitely. Yeah, it has been mentioned several times. And there's a sense of urgency to it as well.
You've got to get that spark joy immediately.
You certainly do. Well, Omer, we'll bring you in if we can. Now, this has become a big problem for charities, as we can see and we're hearing about. What's the initiative that you're launching today to tackle this worsening problem?
OK, well, firstly, thanks for having me on. And look, the message from Charities is always thank you. They are so grateful for the generosity of Australians, so please keep donating so that they can still keep doing their good works. The dumping, yes, it's a problem, and we've come up with a 3-point plan that's simple, effective and affordable. The first step is government investment in things like lighting and security cameras, which we know work, and also resources to stop what's known as broken window syndrome. People only dump, really, when there's dumping there already, so it's about site management and not getting it started. Step 2 is about recycling grants to help charities turn some of that waste into product. And a good example is Vinny's in Coonamble. They've got a whole group of people who are literally hand-stitching old garments into new tote bags. Now, this is a social enterprise, but we need the government to invest in more of these around the country, especially in regional areas where there's low recycling rates and high unemployment. This could actually also spark some regional economic development. Point 3 of our plan is education. I think consumers are genuinely confused. What do you give? What do you throw away? We need to get the message out. And it's really affordable. So all we're asking from state governments is to invest $10 for every tonne of waste that charities manage each year. $600,000 between all the state governments. And we're challenging the federal government to step up and actually get involved with this conversation, get involved with this and match that funding.
Okay,
if we do that, we can fix it.
It's a great long-term plan.
Yep.
It sure is. Omar, Jack, Leng, thank you for your time. It looks so ugly, doesn't it? If you drive past one of those and, you know, you're going to put that stuff in the back of the car to go and dump it there, just take it to the tip.
My living room looks pretty ugly at the moment, but I will actually, I'm going to go home, I'm going to sort it out into stuff that will actually resell at Vinnie, stuff that can be recycled and also, you know, stuff that I can get rid
cameras
of.
at your place might be the answer. Still ahead on Weekend Sunrise, Donald Trump's offer to end his government shutdown. We'll get the details from our US correspondent. Plus, miracle on the Hudson, 10 years on. Passengers reunite how cheating death has changed their lives.
Back to school stress, what parents can do now to prepare their kids for the big changes and minimise their anxiety.
Don't get ripped off, why there's a crackdown on car finance. Plus the traps when it comes to finding the car that's right for you.
Also, the giant of the deep, Weekend Sunrise, has the new pictures as we speak to the woman who swam with the biggest great white ever recorded.
And the world's most famous wizard finally comes to Australia. See what fans think of Melbourne's Harry Potter stage show. You're watching Weekend Sunrise. We're back with more right after this.